Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, my very first ever Sims 4 house building video. My name is Tiffany, and today we are building what I call the Blue Family Home. I know, kind of a boring title, but bear with me here. This is my very first video ever, and I think I've recorded this voiceover about 5 different times now, trying to get the right microphone and make sure all the audio levels are right. This is all really new to me. There is a learning curve, but yeah, hopefully I will be putting out videos that interest you. I'm just starting off with house builds for now. We'll see where everything goes after that. But yeah, let's jump right in. So here I am, just working on the exterior of the house to begin with. I'm building a family home for a mom, dad, and 3 children. There is a child age and then 2 toddler age kids that will be living here. I think I will try to do a let's play on that eventually once I really get going with this whole YouTube thing. But for now, I'm just going to be working on house builds. I am a student, and so time is precious, but also, you know, you gotta not do homework every once in a while, which is what led me to doing these videos and YouTube. I used to just play Sims whenever I was stressed, and then I started watching house build videos and was like, you know what? I could do something with this, because once upon a time, believe it or not, I was in advertising. I did it mostly through school as I was studying it. Didn't really go anywhere with it, didn't even graduate with it, because it just wasn't my thing. But I really did enjoy whenever I would work on audio things. I did help a little with our radio station. I did do a few voiceover tutorials, and so here I am trying to do that, but with The Sims 4. I've been playing Sims since the very start, so this seemed like the most natural thing to talk about because been there, done that for basically my whole life. As long as I can remember, I have had The Sims to go to relax, to bond with my sister. She used to play The Sims a lot as well. Now she's a workaholic, and I'd like to think that I am too, but I definitely try to make more of a point to fit this into my life than she does now, and, you know, to each their own, which is fine. But yeah, so here I am, procrastinating on homework by making my first ever build video. I also couldn't really resist because I just got my new microphone in the mail, so hopefully this sounds decent. I can tell you already without even listening back to it that the sound quality is better, which I'm pretty happy about. Getting back to the build for a minute, I just want to point out here that by doing that little balcony railing thing, not railway, on the second floor, I really struggled to find a place for the stairs, so the layout of the house is a little weird. I will acknowledge that. I will completely agree with you. But in the end, I think it worked out for the best. I really like the way the area over by the staircase on the first floor worked out. That big, really well-lit room with all the windows is going to be the kids' playroom. And then the part by the stairs is the family room, which is super cozy and kind of small, but I mean, this family, who's based on a bunch of fictional characters my friend and I came up with, by the way, this family is definitely very close, very tight-knit. The mom is very much one of those stay-at-home moms who encourages everybody to just be friends and get along. And in my head, she's really good at doing that. We'll see how it works when I actually play this family on here. I don't remember if I said it in this voiceover or one of the other failed recordings, but I hope to, once I start doing Let's Plays, do a Let's Play of a family in this house. Everything is usable, and I put plenty of stuff in there for skill building with the kids, with the parents, all age levels. There's skill building stuff in here, so it is a great home to play a family in, if I do say so myself. You may have noticed off on the right side of the house as you're facing the front that I put a garage on here, even though it's not really functional, since we don't have cars in The Sims 4, at least not that you can drive. They're just enlarged toys. But I really like the look of a garage on a house, All the family homes around my neighborhood have a garage on them, and I wanted to build one on here. So it's actually just for decoration, really, on this house build. You couldn't even get into it if you wanted because I put a foundation on the house as well. But the garage doors are the artistic graffiti doors that you can get with City Living. And I just put the toy cars inside there. If you download this off the gallery, it should be available by the time you are watching this. Check the description for my ID on the gallery because I honestly forgot because I made the account so long ago. I will know that for next time. Sorry, guys. But if you go in and download this and want to play in it, you can take those cars out of there, take the garage doors off, put on windows, your own door, and you could easily make that another bedroom, a bigger skill room, bigger living room, anything like that. And with any of my builds, this one or any others that I upload here and on the gallery, feel free to download them and make them your own and play in them. And if you do, tell me in the comments, or send me pictures. I think that's completely awesome when I see people using my creations for their own gameplay. And I really only see it with my cousin right now. She's also a huge Sims 4 fan. And every once in a while when I put something on the gallery, she'll go in and download it and play in it. And actually, speaking of her, we will be doing a collaboration sometime in the near future. I will be building and she will be furnishing. She has a channel. I don't know if she uploads to it anymore, but if she does, I will definitely have that info in the description on that video whenever we get around to it. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I love doing collaborations. I also love fixer-uppers and renovations. I see those on other channels and I love the way people do them, and I definitely aspire to be that cool and creative one day, to just go in and take anything and make it awesome. One channel I like particularly for that, and she is not asking me to say this, I'm just a big fan, is Lil Simsy. And I've even downloaded one of her things in the little hashtag Fix Me Lil Simsy, and tried renovating it myself. It definitely didn't look as awesome as hers, but it's really fun to do. Definitely, pushes the imagination a little bit. So also, if you want me to renovate your stuff, I can give that a try. I'd love to do that. Yeah, leave your ID in the comments, and I can go download it off the gallery if you want. Yeah, anything you guys want to see on this channel, please, please, please let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I'm starting with house builds. I do want to do Let's Plays eventually. For now, I'm only going to be uploading about once a week, just because I am a student. I do have a lot going on, homework and 3 jobs, and going to class and trying to apply for grown-up jobs. But this is definitely my stress relief. This is my go-to. I try to do it at least a few minutes every day just to unwind and de-stress and just remind myself hey, you know how to not be stressed. Please remember that. Because being a student these days is really hard, especially in the graduate program. I'm sure there are plenty of students out there who would agree. If you don't, that's cool too. I envy you for being in a career path that is not super, super stressful. So never fear, there will always be stress in my life, so there will always be videos being made. So I will be working on more as the days go on. The next video, I can tell you, will be my dream home. It is a bit of a tiny home, not super extreme tiny, not like a 3x3 or anything like that, but it is pretty small, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, and it really truly is my dream home. So I'll upload that next week. That'll be the next one coming up here, and maybe there will be an intro video in the near future as well if you guys wanted to see that. I know as somebody who watches other YouTubers, especially house builders and Sims players, I kind of like having the face to put to the voice and the name, but I don't know, we'll see. This channel is very much still in the like developmental stages, so I'm totally open to suggestions, comments, questions, etc. Please feel free to put anything in the comment box below. We should be getting sort of near the end of the house build. I got a little distracted there talking about myself rather than the house, but it is your standard family home. I've gotten most of the main level done. I'm working on the exterior, the outside right now. I did the landscaping earlier and I'm still kind of about it. Landscaping has never been my strong suit. I totally envy the simmers who can do that and make it look super fantastic and awesome. Here I just stuffed the yard full of toys and brightly colored things, but also that suits the family. They are definitely a very active group of people. They're all very close, lots of rambunctious kids running around, so having all of those things in the yard to build skills with definitely makes sense, I think. So here's about where I realized that the balcony was overlooking Dad's home office, and the last thing Dad probably wanted would be to hear kids running and screaming and having fun and playing while he's trying to work. So I put a ceiling over that half, so the balcony only looks down into the foyer now, not over both sides. But I still think it turned out really nicely, and I did make that extra space on the second floor into a skills area, because like I said, I definitely want this to be a playable family home, and really to do that you need all of these skill building activities. So now we're on to the kids' rooms, which are kind of small, I will acknowledge that. This one for the boy, Freddie, is definitely very messy, very cluttered. He's a really active kid and he would much rather be outside playing, building those motor skills, rather than inside cleaning his room, which is admittedly a little small. And then this is where the twin daughters will be, Stella and Isabel. And I mean, I try to make bedrooms fairly spacious just so you can fit in all of those toys and other activities, but I figured since they have a huge playroom down on the first floor that it would be okay to have just like a bed and a dresser in their room. And I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. I really love those wallpapers from the Parenthood pack. And I'm a big fan of those curtains, which I think was from the movie stuff pack, or maybe that's not even a thing and I'm completely misremembering the pack name. But yeah, I'm a big fan of those as well. But as you can see, probably if you're watching this video, there's a ton of stuff from the Parenthood pack, which I really loved that update. The only thing I really didn't like was the ball pit. I thought the graphics on that were kind of weak. But James, the Sim Supply, that channel, if you haven't seen his channel, definitely go take a look at it. He definitely summarized all of my thoughts on the ball pit in that expansion pack pretty darn well. But everything else, especially like the color swatches and the wallpapers, and thank goodness for new counters, like I was really a fan of that. So that's definitely a pack I used a lot in this build, partially just because I like it so much, but also because it suits the fact that this is a young family, and the mom is definitely into these cutesy things. Ooh, I want to point this out. I was really proud of this like dresser area I made in the parents' bedroom. I've been trying to do some new, more creative things rather than just like slapping a dresser down somewhere and calling it a day, and I'm really happy with how that turned out with the rack of clothes on the wall and all the clutter on top of the dressers and different surfaces. Yeah, I just really love how their bedroom turned out. One day I want a room painted navy blue. I just really love bold colors and then light interiors. So that's probably something you'll see more of as my videos continue to come out. I don't really know what I would describe my style as, but hopefully it's something that you guys like to watch, like to see. I know I've said it already before, but put in the description or in the comments below any requests that you want to see, anything you want me to try to build or do. I will definitely be reading those and working on those in the coming weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. I believe we're getting towards the end now with the screen caps and stuff. So bear with me, the screen caps are a little rough. I'm still learning. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you next week. Bye!